Somebody asked me today, said, Richard, is your choir going to be singing tonight? I said, I don't have a choir. Then I got to thinking, I'll take it if nobody else wants to. Amen. Thank God for that good choir singing. I want you to look at your Bible this morning, the book of Matthew this evening. Matthew chapter 14. And I covered your prayers tonight now. I've been trying to keep up with the meeting this week between funerals and everything else going on. And they said they've had some great preaching. I feel that high following me like this pastor here, and Brother Clark, Brother Randy Clark, and my son Michael. And I don't want to leave nobody out. I'll tell you, folks, there's no great preachers, and there's no non-great preachers. Right. I heard an illustration one time, if a little buddy boy brings me $100 bill, I got $100. If a big old Andre the Giant brings me $100 bill, I got $200. But who's the major bringer? It ain't who said it, it's who said it. Having said that, I'm going to preach tonight, God be my helper, on the world's greatest preacher. Now, the preacher I want to talk to you about tonight is, one of them is in Matthew chapter 14. At that time, Herod the Tetrarch heard of the fame of Jesus, and said unto his servants, This is John the Baptist. He is risen from the dead, and therefore mighty works do shew forth themselves in him. For Herod had laid hold on John, bound him in prison, and put him in prison for Herodias, his sake, his brother Philip's wife. Now, John the Baptist, among those born of women, there's none greater than John the Baptist. And John was a great man. He was God's man. He was the forerunner. I've often said that John the Baptist was a spiritual bulldozer. He prepared the way for the Lord Jesus. And Jesus came. Now, John was a great preacher. And who is the greatest preacher that you know of? I would say it'd be Jesus Christ, wouldn't you? Yeah. He'd be number one. He's the greatest preacher that ever walked this earth. Yeah. But I want you to think about a preacher tonight that the Bible said is more noble than Spurgeon was. He was more educated than Spurgeon. Yeah. He knew what was in man's heart. Come on! The Bible said this preacher was more eloquent and more effective than Billy Graham. Yeah. Billy Graham was a great preacher. He had some stupendous crowds would come to his meetings. Billy Graham, he's a great preacher. Hyman Appleman, if you've ever heard of Hyman Appleman, he was one of the humblest men there was. He was a humble man before God. Yeah. Now, this preacher I want to talk to you about never compromises. Amen. Come on. He never compromises his message. Yeah. He's the same day in, day out, week after week, month after month, year after year. He never compromises. This preacher never leans toward modernism or liberalism. Hey. Money won't buy this preacher. He won't sell out. I want to talk to you tonight just a little while about the world's greatest preacher. He never takes a vacation. Never takes a vacation. He preaches to all denominations, and he never stops. Well, that meant, preacher, he has swayed kings. Yes, he has changed nations. Amen. He comes again and again and again. It's hard to get rid of him. That's right. His name is Conscience. Dr. Conscience, Brother Conscience, Sister Conscience, whichever one you want to call him, he's the world's greatest preacher. He's your conscience. Amen. Now, this Conscience never preaches a bad sermon. It's always laced with truth. It's always founded on truth. Conscience. Amen. And as we talk about conscience tonight, we think about what made Adam and Eve hide in the garden.
Yeah.
It was conscious that they disobeyed God's law. Of course, we've never disobeyed God's law. We've always been obedient to God. No, but when we do disobey, that preacher conscience gets on our case. Amen. He gives us no rest. He makes the bed too short to lay in, and makes the cover too narrow to cover in. Have you all been there and done that? When preacher conscience gets in the bed with you, about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and this conscience never preaches a bad sermon. He made Adam and Eve cry out when God said, "Where art thou?" And they said, "We heard thy voice, and we hid ourselves among the trees." What made Cain say, "My punishment is greater than I can bear"? It was the guilty conscience of disobedience. A guilty conscience of murder. A guilty conscience of not accepting God's blood-bought plan of salvation. A guilty conscience. This conscience made Ahab say to Elisha, "Hast thou found me, my enemy?" As that Ahab, the king, and he tells this little itinerant preacher, said, "As you found me, mine enemy, and you found me." His conscience was bothering him because of what he had done to Naboth's vineyard. This conscience is the world's greatest preacher, and you pray for me tonight. Peter's conscience, having cursed and swore that he did not know God, caused him to go out and weep bitterly.
Come on.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's a good conscience that can cause you to weep. There's not many preachers can preach to you and you'll shed tears about his sermon. But boy, this preacher, he'll cause you to shed tears. Peter remembered what God told him, that you'll deny me 3 times. Amen. This conscience made Belshazzar's knees smite together. Made him become as pale as death. His conscience, on account of drinking wine and praising the gods of wine and go from the dishes of God's house. His conscience, but his knees spoke together. Boy, hey, I wish I could preach when people's knees are stuck together. What if an average preached and he said they'd hold on to trees and tremble? What a sermon that must have been. But there's one that's greater than Jonathan Edwards. His name is Conscience, Brother Conscience. What made Felix tremble? It was a guilty conscience. Did it? A guilty conscience. Your conscience is guilty. Huh?
Come on.
When you do wrong, your conscience is guilty. When you do right, your conscience is guilty. How many of you have ever had the Nintendos to get after you? You need to go see old so-and-so. Well, I intend to. I'm going to. And you don't do it. And one day the phone rings and somebody, you hear about old so-and-so? He died. And your conscience will smite you. It's the nature of a guilty conscience. But if you go and you talk to him and you deal with him and you pray with him and then he dies, your conscience is not guilty no more. You've done what you could. You've done what you ought to do. That's the answer of a guilty conscience. It's the answer of a positive guilty conscience or a wrong guilty conscience. I want to talk to you in just a minute about old preacher conscience. What he'll do for you. Y'all have to pray for me. I'm telling you, y'all made me follow some good preaching. Amen. There's only one way to stop the sermon of conscience. How do you stop it? How do you stop your conscience from hurting? How do you stop your conscience from pricking you? One way, if you offended your wife, ask for forgiveness. If you've offended your husband, one way to stop a guilty conscience is to ask for forgiveness. But don't wait too long, the bread will get cold. I'm just saying, folks, answer. What's the remedy for a guilty conscience?
Yeah.
When preacher conscience comes and begins to preach to you, what's the conscience that we read here in chapter 14 of Matthew? That conscience began to prick Herod.
Yeah.
And he had jailed John.
Right.
That wasn't his problem so much because he had jailed John. His problem was why he had jailed John. Because of John's preaching.
Yeah.
John told him, said, you ain't right, brother. What you're doing is wrong.
Right. Come on, preacher.
What you're doing is against God.
That's right.
And Herod put him in jail.
Yeah, come on.
And then he had him beheaded for Herodotus' sake, his brother Philip's wife.
Right.
And when Jesus began to work miracles, his conscience got to bothering him and said, who is this that's doing these miracles? And he said, it's John that's been raised from the dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His conscience, your conscience will make you jump to wrong conclusions.
Right. Yeah.
Amen. And you pray for me.
Come on, preacher.
Amen. The Bible said, how do you, only way to stop the searing of the sermon of a conscience? Ephesians 4:19 said, who being past feeling have given themselves over unto lasciviousness to work all uncleanness with greediness.
Yeah.
I believe you can abuse your conscience long enough and you'll get to where don't nothing bother you.
Come on.
You'll get to past feeling. As a preacher, as a young preacher, and starting out, just didn't have sense enough to preach. All I know was God had called me to preach, and I'd get cold. I'd be honest with you, I'd get cold. I'd get indifferent. I'd go to a meeting, and some great men of God would preach. Ed Ballou and people like that, and Brother Sammy Allen would preach, and I didn't have no feeling.
Come on. Bless him, Lord.
I've actually prayed, God, let me cry.
Yes, sir.
God, let me cry. You abuse that conscience for so long, and you get where you're past feeling.
Yeah. Right.
Amen. And you say, well, preacher, what do you do when you get where you're past feeling? The Bible said that the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some will depart from the faith, giving heed to using heaven and darken the devil, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. Or if you're in that shape tonight, you're in pitiful shape.
Yeah. Right.
You're in pitiful. I caught myself last Friday, preaching the funeral. Last Friday, preaching the funeral. I caught myself weeping from the pulpit. And I was supposed to be comforting the other folks. I couldn't help it.
Yeah, that's all right.
Amen. I preached a funeral on Monday evening, or Tuesday morning. I caught myself weeping again, talking about the good shepherd knows his sheep's voice. I couldn't help it. Oh, thank God I can still weep over the sorrows of others. Thank God that I can still have compassion on them that are running out of the way. I'm talking about a conscience.
That's good, preacher.
Come on.
Yeah.
Some people used to have a good spoil. Thank God, thank you for speaking to my heart. Thank God that you did.
That's right, brother.
What's happening? What is the sermon of conscience? It's when a man allows himself to be blinded by sin to the truth.
Yeah, that's right, preacher. Come on. That's right.
Blinded by sin.
Yeah.
Oh, you listen to me. At the workplace, you've got a wonderful companion at home. She does your clothes, and she cooks your meals, she keeps you home, she looks after your kids. And here comes this goody two-shoes at the job.
Yeah.
And then, oh, there ain't nothing wrong with talking to her over the snack wagon. There ain't nothing wrong with talking to her. I'm telling you, you better watch it. You're blind to the truth of God. Your conscience will get scared. You'll let sin take over your life. blinded to the truth. A conscience is stifled by years of sin. What's the answer for it? What sears the conscience? A long period of empty professions of salvation.
Help, Lord. Amen.
Somebody mentioned a while ago that people's leaving the church. Jesus said, through the apostle, he said if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. Because they were not of us, they were not Christ. They made benefit, they were not of us. Amen. Yeah. Empty professions. Sitting in church Sunday after Sunday after Sunday after Sunday. Lost as a softball in high grass. Lost to God. Lost to usefulness. Amen. Stopping their conscience. That conscience is pricking them over and over and over again and telling them you're not right, you're not right, you're not right. But because of certain standing in the community or certain standing in the church or certain standing with this crowd, that crowd, they stifle that truth. And the conscience keeps preaching the same message over and over and over again. It comes again and again and again and again. Thank God that it does. Maybe y'all get tired of my walking, but boy, I enjoy it.
Come on.
Empty professions of salvation. Lies, heaped upon lies,
Yes, sir.
over a period of years, will throttle the voice of any conscience.
Yes, come on.
Lies heaped upon lies.
Amen.
Drinking won't bother me. I can quit it any time I want to.
Preach on.
It's a lie. And you heap another lie on that lie. Choosing that mountain of lies stifles the best conscience you ever had. It stifles that sermon that conscience preached to you over and over and over again.
Yes, sir. Preach on.
Thank God for a conscience.
Amen.
God's red lights on the road to hell.
Yes, sir.
Amen. Proverbs 29:1 said that he that being often reproved and hearkened his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy.
Right.
Suddenly be destroyed. Conscience. What sears the conscience? How about prejudice? And you say, wait a minute, preacher, prejudice, what do you mean? Some sinners insist upon taking for their example some weak, worldly, wobbling Christian
Right.
or some hypocrite in the church
Yes, sir.
for their example.
That's right. Come on.
And they're saying, if that's a Christian, I don't want to be one. The church is full of hypocrites, so is Walmart, but you don't quit going to Walmart. So is Kroger, but you don't quit going to Kroger. Hey, why don't you pick out some big, robust man of God that patterned it off at the head? You keep picking out them worldly, wobbly Christians. Your conscience will get seared at the while. All of us are like that. All of us are like
Yes, sir. Hallelujah.
How about the pleasures of this world? Preacher, there's nothing wrong in pleasures. The Bible said Jesus told a parable of the sower. He said some seed fell among thorns. And when it sprung up, the thorns sprung up around it and choked it. And then it become unfruitful. Unfruitful.
Preach on right there, preacher.
You know what, folks? We can live that lie long enough and not heed the preaching of conscience, and these things rob the fruit of God in our lives.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Come on.
No fruit. No fruit.
That's right.
Jesus said, I'm going to take Israel, I'm going to plant Israel, and they're going to put down roots and bear fruits upward.
Yes, sir.
Now listen, folks, no roots, no fruits. That's the way I'm going to say it.
Amen.
You need to get rooted and settled and grounded in the Word of God. I know roots are unsightly.
Come on, brother.
They're unseen. They're unsung.
Come on,
Bless God, if there ain't no roots, there ain't no fruit. You need to find a church, get settled in it, set out in it. Lord, and praise God that you can bear fruits for the honor and glory of God. And when you lay out of Sunday school, I hope that God goes preaching conference.
Come on, brother.
Let this conference get a hold of you somehow.
Yeah, quarter out there a while.
You sang on page 6 in the redback hymnal. I want to know more about my Jesus. And then you lay out of Sunday school, you're all hypocrite. What are you going to sing that for if you're going to stay in the bed on Sunday morning?
Yeah, that's good preaching, brother.
We don't use some of the songs in the redback hymnal. We're hypocrites if we don't get it here. Watch what we sing in it.
Yes, sir. Preach on, brother.
Amen. Pleasure of the world. You know where conscience will preach its greatest sermon? You ever thought about that? If you go to Luke chapter 15, it'll tell you where conscience will preach its greatest sermon.
Right.
Huh? I remember the Bible said, son, remember. Huh? Son, remember. Did it not let Lazarus? Son, remember. And the greatest sermon conscience ever preached in hell.
Yeah.
Conscience will set up his pulpit in hell.
Sure will.
And he'll preach to you ever neglect all their call.
Yes.
Every time you stood and hardened your neck and said no to the overtures of God for your life, and you said, not now, God, not for me, sermon will preach, conscience will preach that sermon to you.
Yes.
Pit, charred, balls of hell.
Yes, sir.
Conscience will preach that sermon that you didn't answer the altar call. When you sin against love, when you sin against the overtures of God, when God tells you, I love you. I love you. I love you in spite of your sinful ways. I love you just as you are. I love you too much to leave you just as you are. Oh, when you conscience will set up his pulpit in hell. He'll preach every love sermon you ever heard on this side of the grave. You remember when that old uneducated preacher preached to you with tears in his eyes and almost begged you to come to the altar? Didn't want to embarrass you, but he wept and asked you, would you please come and be born again that you don't have to go to hell? I remember that sermon. You'll remember when your mother prayed for you. You remember when Daddy prayed for you. You remember how rebellious you was, how hard-headed, hard-hearted, and stubborn you was. In hell, your memory will be very active.
That's right.
My sermon preaches from the conscience, preaches from the pulpit. You'll remember where it says, Jesus loved me, this I know. You'll remember God expressed his love toward you. God showed his love toward you while you was a sinner. Christ died for you. You'll remember that. I'm talking about when conscience preaches from hell. I'm almost through. Oh, the best sermon that conscience will preach is Jesus died for me. Hey, that sermon that Jesus preached and conscience preached to you, and you have to say, I know better.
Yes, sir.
I know better.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I kept on going like I was going. I don't know why I kept my family out of church.
Come on.
Conscience.
Yeah.
Preacher conference. That conscience, amen. You remember when the preacher preached on Matthew 11:28 and 30, when Jesus said, "Come unto me, all ye that are weak and heavy laden, I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I'm meek and lowly in the heart. You shall find rest unto your soul, for my yoke burden is easy, and my yoke is lighter. My yoke is easy, and my burden is lighter."
Yeah.
You'll remember that coming to me.
Right.
Amen. When conscience preaches, you know, the saddest shape you can be in is in John 8, verse 9. And they all went out one by one, being convicted in their conscience.
Yes.
A convicted conscience. Even tonight, while I've been preaching here, conviction has worked its power in your life.
Yes,
Yes.
And
Right.
now you have a convicted conscience.
Right.
Conscience will convict you on how you treat your pastor.
Right.
Conscience will convict you
Yeah.
on how you work at the church.
Right.
Conscience will convict you on how you treat your companions.
Yes, sir.
Conscience will convict you on how you chase that tongue.
Right.
I ain't accusing nobody of running your tongue. I said how you chase the tongue. A convicted conscience.
Yes. Yeah.
Being convicted in their conscience, they went out one by one. Being convicted. Oh, listen, a convicted conscience. Preacher conscience, but preacher convicted sermon. The Bible said in 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 7, it talks about in their conscience being weak, many are defiled.
Right.
The conscience being. You know what's the matter with us fundamental Baptists? We think we're the cream of the crop. We think we're top of the line. Amen. And I'm afraid through our arrogancy and through our attitude sometimes, we hurt somebody's weak conscience.
You're right. Right. You are right, brother. Yeah.
Boy, all we are is glorified dirt.
Right. Yes, sir.
I heard this phrase on the radio not long ago, and I said, took her in, I said, that's what I say. And you know who said it? Brother Billy Gaines. He heard his pastor say that. About we want nothing but glorified dirt. That's all we are.
Right.
Go and look in the mirror.
Right.
We ain't nothing but glorified dirt. That's all we are. We were, from dirt we was taken, and from dirt we're going to return. Amen. Right now, we're just glorified dirt.
Yes.
God promised us a new body.
Amen.
Well, that's like is the glorious body.
Amen.
Amen. Let me hurry up and finish. I want you to think about a purged, a weak conscience. Hebrews 9 and 14 talks about a purged conscience. Let me talk to you just a minute about how do you purge your conscience.
Come on.
I mean, how do you purge anything? Purge means to clean it.
Right.
Yeah.
Clean it up. Clean it up. The Bible says we can purge our conscience. Hebrews 10:22 talks about an evil conscience. 1 Peter 3:16 talks about a good conscience. You go on and get your concordance, look up conscience. You can look up all these words in the conscience. But I'm telling you how you purge your conscience. Get on your knees and ask God to forgive you.
Yes.
I'm going to say this tonight as they come and get a song. Is that all right, brother? I want to get a song. I want to think that, how do you purge your conscience? Huh? How many of you here are married? Raise your hand if you're not ashamed to be married. Have you ever had a fuss with your wife? Don't raise your hand. Have you ever had a fuss with your husband? And you go to bed and you vow to determine you ain't going to speak to him never again. I'll teach him, bless God. I'll never speak to him. So be it, say, thank you, Lord. At about 3 o'clock in the morning, you both laid there. He's in one bed, you in one bed. You laid there feeling mad, blessed God. But about 3 o'clock in the morning, the husband gets out of bed, gets on his knees, goes crawling down the hall, and he's going to go get in the bed with the wife, and get forgiveness. And he bumps somebody in the head going down the hall. That's the wife coming to the husband. You know what you've done by doing that? You purged your conscience.
Right, yeah.
You purged your conscience. Amen.
Come on. That's good.
You said hateful things to your wife. She didn't cook what you wanted cooked for supper, and you come in and surly and mad and mean as the devil, and you hurt her feelings.
Right.
She don't know about her business. Don't be getting next to her. The next day on the way home from work, you stop at the florist, and you get her. You find can I say, a Budweiser beer bottle. And you go in there and you buy one rose, you stick it down in that beer bottle. And you get a little card and says, for all you do, honey, this Bud's for you. You know what you've done? You've purged your conscience. And if she don't crack you over the head with that beer bottle, you'll get biscuits for supper that day. You've purged your conscience. There's many ways to purge your conscience. But if you're sitting in church, or in a tabernacle like this, you're in a tent, it don't matter where you're at. If the Holy Spirit of God begins to deal with your heart about some unconfessed sin, or some sin that you ain't even thought about, and you say, whew, that preacher's been reading my mail. He's been plowing my corn.
Yeah.
Amen. And your conscience is free. You know how to purge your conscience? Go Lord.
Yeah.
Just go Lord.
Using God. Amen.
Get on your knees and say, God, I'm guilty. Guilty as charged. Lord, if you would, dismiss preacher conscience. My pastor loved me better than my conscience. Hey, would you dismiss preacher conscience? Let me get my heart right with it.
Yes, it.
You purge your conscience. Purge your conscience. I want to read that scripture and we'll close. How about purge your conscience? I want you to look at Hebrews chapter 9 and verse 14. Hebrews 9:14. Purge your conscience. The Bible said these words, and I'm through. Hebrews 9 verse 14. How much more shall the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without spot to God, purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living God.
Yes, it.
How much more shall the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without spot to God, purge your conscience. And that's the only way you can have a clean conscience.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Clean the blood.
Right.
The fire saying is still the blood. It's still the blood. And I thought the meeting would come get over with right there. Amen. Purge your conscience. I believe tonight, with all my heart, if you need to pray, you're invited to come. You know whether your heart's right with God or not. You know whether you need to purge your conscience tonight. God's able.